Yeah, I mean, there's just so much to be proud of for our football team, and I think that's really what it comes down to is just how proud I am of those men in that room, from the coaches to the players. Down 14-0, not playing good ball at all, and we just needed a spark. And really proud of Coach Link for identifying that as the fake and knowing we could get it, and then we had to execute it. And that just changed momentum. I think we went on a 38-7 run right there. Defense forcing big-time takeaways, which is what we stressed all week. We know we can still be a good football team, but we got to improve in some of those areas, and they took it to heart. I mean, Philip Roche came in, big sack there. Marcus Clark with an interception. Joseph Charleston forcing a fumble. Obviously, Chris Abrams-Draine with another one. Wasn't our cleanest day offensively, but on the road in this environment to get this win versus a really good football team, really, really proud of those guys. And we're going to celebrate it, and we'll look forward to coming back to homecoming. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Eli, you spoke midweek about wanting to play complementary football, all three phases of stuff. What that looked like today?
It looked like it to me. Yeah. And really, special teams, we challenged them. Obviously, we didn't get we got the blocked field goal, but the punt, the fake punt right there to spark us was unbelievable, and that's all we needed. We just needed something to believe in, and that's what good football teams find a way to do is all three phases. When somebody's not performing, one of those phases step up, and really proud of Eric.
Can you take us through what led to that play call in that moment?
Yeah, we knew. We just knew from scouting that there was an opportunity. They go safe defense once you cross the 50. So we knew anytime we crossed the 50, if they went safe, that we had that call on. And we had practiced it all week. And, down 14-0, what do you got to lose at that point? So we said, let's roll it. And Luke made an unbelievable throw. And Marquise made a great catch. And, Luke celebrated so much he wasn't out there as the holder for the extra point because he didn't understand that if you throw a touchdown, then you're actually supposed to go be the holder. So heads up by Sydney to get out there, or Riley to get out there and hold for us. But we'll make him do his up-downs on Sunday. Yeah.
You mentioned Philip, who had a sack, and several other DBs who played well with Dennis. Talk about what you saw from those guys tonight.
I mean, that's a heck of a challenge. They got some really, really dynamic wide receivers, and I know, especially Devin early, they were getting us with all the motions and all the different stuff. For us to stay glued together, and really, they kind of gained the momentum back going up 21-20. For our guys just to settle in and play together, really proud of Drayden Norwood. He just continues to step up. Marcus Clark, another interception. We played a lot of guys at safety, and it's unselfish football right now on that side of the ball.
What did you just think about, all of the fight that your team showed, especially with it being such a tough atmosphere here?
A bunch of fighters. We said it was going to be a street fight. Take the gloves off. That was our motto all week, man. It's going to be a street fight, take the gloves off. And we knew both teams were going to be desperate for a win. And our team was desperate, and they fought together, man. That was a really good performance. That was really cool.
Brett North for the Heat.
Yeah, he's pretty good, isn't he?
He had a career day in receptions.
Yeah.
Tied his career high in yards. What do you think of his overall performance and kind of what's led to him getting more?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen his progression and growth, and he's going to be a dynamic football player for us. And so, yeah, today he did what we've expected him to do, and really proud of him.
Eli, the red zone offense is 30 of 31 in scoring opportunities this season. What do you think has made it so effective this year, especially with the addition of Kirby Moore? Yeah,
I mean, I think Kirby's doing a great job. Obviously, I think his adaptation to our personnel, adopting things that we've done well in the past, but adding his flavor to it, he's really good. He's really good, and our players believe in him, and I'm really proud of him. And, we're disappointed that we had a couple of field goals this week, but, man, we got down there close. He had a great call on that third down with the quarterback, and 2-point play. He was dialed in, so really proud of him.
Yeah, what do you think you need to do to kind of try to convert those field goals into touchdowns going forward?
I don't have any idea. I'm going to have to watch the tape. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out after I watch the tape. But, you can't score every time. It's like trying to play blackjack. You don't hit it every time.
obviously the fake punt was a big turnaround.
You think?
Defense after those first 2 drives, what kind of shifted this? Kentucky was moving the ball well.
Yeah, I think we just counterpunched. You know, you get in these games on the road, you got to counterpunch, right? The momentum's away from you, and you got to counterpunch and settle in, and that's what we did. We counterpunched, and everybody just settled in like, okay, we belong here. We're going to be fine. And I'll be honest, man, it's surreal. Right now, it was 14-0, and we looked like dog in the first quarter, and then now we're, talking about a 38-21 win. That is a tribute to that team and staff in that locker room.
Eli, Darius and Johnny combined for 3 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss. Just kind of how have you seen that duo develop throughout the season from a pass rushing standpoint?
Just so proud of both of those men. Obviously D-Rob has really fought hard to get back, one, to learn the position, to lose the weight, and then to get back to healthy for the team. And then Johnny was so disappointed in himself last week, and handled everything so well. And then to come out and perform the way he did today, really proud of that young man too, and proud to coach both of them. And look forward to Coach Peoples is doing an unbelievable job coaching the edges. I mean, since he's been here, the increased production of the edges in our room, in our team has been really good. So really proud of Coach Peeps.
Obviously, bowl season is still a long way away, but what does it mean to just already have that bowl eligibility and it's, only mid-October?
Yeah, I mean, it's taken us till like the end of November the other year, so this is good. This is good. We'll see how it plays out. We're not really worried about bowls right now. We're worried about being 1-0, and we got a great opportunity by getting this one on the road to go home and continue to try to be 1-0.
Coach, what was the switch that flipped for the defense that after going down 14-0 allowed them to hold the Wildcats to only 7 the rest of the way?
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of in their openers, in their bag, so to speak. Like they had all these motions and stuff that we hadn't really seen, and it was flashing our eyes a little bit. Once we got into the 14-7, once we hit the fake punt, I was telling those coaches, like, hey, we're fine pressuring with 4. Like, we're getting after them. We just got to set edges. And we were able to limit the run game and force them into some passing opportunities. I thought Coach Baker did an unbelievable job mixing in man and zone and was really taking away the boots and the play-action pass pretty good.
Chris Abrams-Draine had
He's pretty good.
Yeah, his 4th interception on the year. Almost had a 5th, too.
That was – I'm not going to get fined because I don't want to, but I didn't understand that one either. I mean, his hand is clearly underneath the ball. Like, the ball is going to hit the ground, but he clearly had control over it the whole time. So, anyway, what was the question?
What impact is he having on this team?
He's a special player, special young man. Obviously, he came here as a wide receiver and has developed into one of the best corners in the country. And he just shows up every day and goes to work. I mean, he really works extremely hard. Obviously, he was a representative for us at SEC Media Days, is a leader on our football team. And, he's one of those guys that believed in me before everybody else and believed enough in us to come back for another year. And he's exactly who I'm trying to prove it to every day, that it was the right decision. And he's proven it to us that he's worth everything we've ever given him for, coming to school here as far as like a scholarship and believing in him first.
Coach, Al Davis talked to Tiger Talk last week about gap integrity and how the defensive line needed to stay within the gaps. Obviously, Ray Davis was going to be a tough challenge on the ground. But how do you think your defensive line stepped up in the second half after Ray had sort of a big first couple of drives?
Yeah, I thought they did a nice job of settling in. He was kind of getting lost behind the line of behind some offensive linemen. But really what flipped the script for us was being able to create pressure on the quarterback when they were trying to their first and second down pass game and getting them behind the chains. It kind of got them out of the run game. We flipped the game. We flipped the game by getting the score right before half to take the lead into halftime. And I knew when we were running off the field and they were booing when their home team was booing them, we were going to win. That's when I knew.
Theo Weiss stepped up in kind of an absence of Luther Burden production from what we are used to at this point. What is it like? You've talked about before having a player like Theo being able to step up. But in a game where he is the #1 option, what is it like to be able to have someone like him you can lean on?
I mean, that's part of the game, right? They do it. They did a nice job taking Luther away, and we didn't do as good a job. I mean, offensively, I mean, we only had 300 yards offense. You know, I mean, we didn't really kill it offensively. We were efficient when we had our opportunities. But I think that's the beauty of that locker room is like, it's not a one-man band. It's a team. It's a team, and nobody's celebrating harder than Luther in there. And I mean, we're not worried about stats. We're worried about wins.
You mentioned that Cody was pretty banged up coming into this game. How is he feeling tonight? What do you see from him?
Man, he gave an unbelievable speech in pregame. Told everybody to turn the cameras off. Uh-oh, babe, is it our kids calling? FaceTiming us? He told everybody to turn the cameras off. He wanted that moment just for our team. And he told them about how disrespected we felt as a team, to be homecoming, to be not picked, to everybody disrespecting us all year, right? And it was personal. And man, he backed it up, you know, and our team backed it up too. And just the passion and leadership of Cody Schrader and our captains. I knew we had a shot at this game just because of the way they responded all week, and they're leading this team.
Thank you, guys.